Last time on Lost Ascension, big puppy. This time on Lost Ascension, we don't have a puppy.
We don't have a fucking.
We might have a puppy. Who knows? Maybe Erebus is a dog boy.
Maybe
I would not put it past
I
Richard.
don't know how I would feel about that.
I would not put it past Richard.
We come back in where we left off last time. The man standing before you introducing himself as Erebus. And he takes a few more steps forward. Just good. We haven't really fully. I don't think we've ever been introduced.
That is
Ooh,
intense.
he has those kind of horns.
He's got... Okay, either he's got a very defined
Rohan.
face, or he's got one of those mouths that opens up 4 ways.
I haven't met all of you. I've heard about you, but
Really?
well, yes, word travels whenever you are at home and everything. After all.
All the way up here?
Oh, I mean, I've gone back every now and again. I can't really. Let's just say people don't always take good to seeing emotions to himself. Sometimes they are a bit less. What's the word for it?
From what Word told me, you're in hiding.
Yes. But I'm not above showing myself every now and again when I hear somebody is trying to save my friend. Any of them.
Well, it's good to finally meet such a well-renowned individual as yourself.
Please, I'm not that important.
Tell that to the people of the demiplane.
Tell that to Morin.
Very true.
I think they know that already. What do we have to tell them again?
Oleander,
Well,
it's okay.
What?
I take it you're the one that moved the recall stone inward.
Wait, you didn't place that there?
No.
Somewhat.
That was
Placed
not me
it
who moved it.
A handful of yards back that way.
Interesting. I wonder if the landscape is shifting again.
It wouldn't surprise me. The fact dimension doesn't feel that stable.
Maybe
You're
it wanted us to meet.
Ugh, that makes me worried that something is manipulating. Right, I'm not gonna think about that. That's a later issue.
So, pardon me for asking what's probably a very insensitive question. But if he's your friend, why haven't you saved him?
No, that's a very valid and fair question to ask. I can't. He set it up to where his spell would keep me from getting too close. And there are certain areas in this demiplane that I am not able to interact with. This location is one of them.
Let me guess. The rest of your friends are also places that you can't interact?
If they used the same spell that Morin did, yes. I've only found 2 of their respective locations.
So they intended for you to not try to stop them, because they assumed you would?
I'd assume as much. Gerkin, you hear in your head. That's the short answer of it.
And I suppose, before we proceed, it's pertinent for us to know why these seals were made in the first place.
The seals being the chains and whatnot, those have always been there. We've just never had a way to fully break them. That was something Morin was investigating. They've been here since the first day I woke up in this demiplane. Granted, they didn't look as fucked up at first. Granted, I can't tell you what they look like now. Last I saw, they were... Let's see, would have been... How many years ago, I think? They started off looking like normal chains, and over the time they kind of got some spike to them. But after Morin left for this one, no, couldn't tell you what they look like anymore. assumed that, based on what he was talking about before, something about ambient corruption or something like that, manifestations, yada yada. You'll have to bear with me on this. Sorry. Magic is not my strong suit or things like that. That's Morin's.
It's perfectly understandable. You see, She looks back at the group and then back at Erebus. I'm at a loss for what to do here. You see, well, I wouldn't call myself a do-gooder. I do like the idea of getting you and your friends back together. But we've been told a multitude of different things. That by destroying the chains, the bonds to this demiplane would fall apart. That by killing you, the demiplane would fall apart.
That's something many people have claimed they've heard.
I'm just curious what your take on it is.
My take is, originally I would have let myself be killed if it meant people could go free. However, certain individuals have made me start to think that that is not the way. That would cause more harm than good, probably. I would believe Morin more than anything when he was saying, if we could find a way to destroy those chains, we would get free. Everyone. Sacrificing my life at this point feels like it would be
Meaningless.
an insult. Yes, meaningless and an insult to those who fought to prolong it as long as they did.
Alright.
And on top of that, killing me won't bring them back. I've heard that you lot have been able to mitigate the corruption to an extent on a person. Even bringing back someone claiming to have died before. What's that man's name? I believe that Larry said his name was Cobalt?
Wait, you've talked to Larry?
Yes.
Recently?
I mean, yes.
And Larry didn't think to mention this?
I asked him not to.
Of course you did. Of course.
Larry's been acting rather shadily this entire time, it figures.
He's not that good at lying so much. He wears his heart on his sleeve, as they would say.
He's a barkeep. They love telling tales.
Aye, that they do. That's why I enjoy him.
Pardon me for asking, but is there a more comfortable spot for us to sit and talk? Other than just standing amidst these plumes of lava?
Unfortunately, this is as close to the location as I can get. Well, also granted for the fact of, oh, here, it's easier to just show you. He walks up to you, Aishah, and, thwomp, and just goes through.
I see.
Illusion, magic type deal.
Astral projection?
No! God, no, that would hurt way too much right now. Morin tried that once.
Very curious how that would work. I was wondering if you might have the answer for it. Well.
I'm using some of Morin's old things. Scrying on this location, all the while using Major Image. Along with a few other things here and there.
It makes sense, depending on the items you
Where
have.
are you then?
He thinks for a moment and kind of looks at you.
Was that like locked behind some sort of cursed words that you cannot speak?
It's not really a cursed word or such, it's just... I don't know if I can trust you all yet. Fully. But...
Well,
if you can save my friend, I will meet you all back in Larry's tavern. In the flesh. If that would make you happy.
I think it would certainly be a start. What do you all think?
I'd call it a start.
Well, if he's come.
Better than nothing.
We want to stop random bystanders from getting sucked in here as much as I assume you do. So,
Yeah. Trust me, it's exhausting having to run around every now and again with the Goblin Man. Now, wait, I can say his name, right. Jerry. Sorry, I always forget that he doesn't care anymore that people know his name. People tried killing him for the longest time. Oof. Glad he's finally able to intermingle.
You know, Erebus, you're reminding me quite a bit of someone back at home.
Back at home or back home where you're from?
Home with an L.
No.
Must be quite close with those people.
When you're trapped for many years, you tend to make certain attachments and grow close to people.
Yes, it is a rather disappointing development.
Especially when you eventually try to kill yourself, and even that fails.
I don't think you can go saying that suicide is a moniker for everyone. Although knowing what I know about you, you're far too much of a martyr to think otherwise. I'm not going to go trying to sacrifice you to keep this place safe.
Alright.
Just kind of want to figure out what's going on here, I suppose.
Well, if you can get Morin back, hopefully we'll be able to start going in the right direction on figuring more on that out.
Alright.
Guess if I'm going to ask a favor, I need to do this properly. Takes a few steps back and draws a very old and chipped longsword and plants the tip into the ground as he takes a knee. Please save my friend. And anyone else that you can.
To the best of my abilities. Would be a disappointing place to die.
Well, I've certainly been trying to help people.
We will do our best.
Good. Just don't throw your lives away. If you see an opportunity to flee, do it. You're better off alive than dead.
We'll play in the back pedal. I don't presume this is going to be easy.
It never is.
Dune, you wanted to say something?
No, I'm alright.
Did you know if there's a wind elemental trapped in here?
A wind elemental.
Gerkin.
Do not know off the top of my head, Sir Gerkin. I believe that's what they said your name was. I don't know why they said...
Gerkin.
Gerkin's my first name. It'd be Sir Vingle. I forgot my last name. Don't worry about it.
From all of your travels, I would not be surprised if you
That's
somehow
why
ended
you
up
have
getting
it
knighted.
written on your seat.
Yes, property of Ningle, right there.
The property of me. Sorry, I'm so used to using formalities and whatnot. It's an old habit.
It's a good
I
one.
don't
I
know off the
appreciate it.
top of my head. I can go back through some things and see if Morin had any notes written down, or ask Jerry if he's seen anything.
I figured if hold out the I'm gonna do this now since there's a pit of lava right there. I'm gonna hold out the fire elemental summoning and just summon him. Yeah, since I found this, I figured it'd probably be easier for the to help defend home if they had something that could summon something similar. But I figured an air elemental would be easier to form anywhere.
Oh, air elemental definitely would probably be easier, I think.
Because you actually need a fire in order to form a flame elemental.
I'll check through his notes and whatnot.
I'd hate to go around making a air elemental summoning thing and then I can't summon anything with it.
Yeah.
Wasting time and money.
Well, if that's all, then I shall let you all go on your way, and again, I thank you so much.
We better see you dropping by the tavern later then.
I look forward to it. Good luck.
Alright.
people.
He seemed nice.
He seemed
You
troubled
seem sad.
and rightfully doubtful.
Well,
Let's go get this guy's body back.
Yes, let's go save my creator.
Alright, here we go.
Hmm.
And also, let's hope we don't have
Joel.
to fight the body. That's probably gonna
are we taking bets on that one? Because I really
I'm not betting. I'm guaranteeing it. We're going to have to fight something.
I just
So
hope it's not his corrupted body, because that would really complicate things, because I'm betting it's also going to be a really annoying to touch, and I have to touch things in order to cast Lesser Restoration on them.
Yes, we all do.
Mr. Gerkin? Mr. Gerkin?
Mm-hmm.
How does one do the betting?
Teach you about gambling later, it's not important.
What is gambling? Is it different than the betting?
No, they're
Yeah.
just different words for the same thing.
Aishah's gonna smile as she walks up. I want all of you to remember one other thing, a little bit of something to look forward to, if we do succeed. Another chance to throw your hat in the ring.
True.
I do not wear hats.
And I was saying, yes, I'm aware. Look, how would you like to be a part of your first bet?
But Mr. Gerkin said that I can't do that till we get back home.
Mr. Gerkin isn't your boss, and I think Mr. Gerkin can make an exception. Isn't that right?
Yeah, go ahead. Just figured it'd save on time if we didn't have to try to explain betting.
Well, should we get to the chain and break it? All of us have a running bet as to what this place's purpose is. I'll let you throw your bet into the mix, if you will. I think that's agreeable, yes?
I think this place is a volcano. It's obvious right there.
We'll explain more when we get to that point.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a look around and make sure that this place isn't like... First and foremost, I guess. Does it seem like this was erected around the chain of corruption, or that the chain of corruption came out of here? Like, does this give me the vibes of, like, ceiling temple?
Feels like this place has always been here many years. Like, it's just always been here. The wear and tear, that's really weird, actually, now, too, that you think about it. Most other things that are built here don't really seem to decay that much, if at all.
Like a
This
facet
feels
of
like-
the demiplane itself.
Demiplane seems to be creating challenges for the residents.
Well, if all of my logic runs through, theoretically it was for Erebus.
I'm gonna look for a loose stone or something.
Seems like he's unable to complete said challenges, so I guess we'll have to be instead.
Gotta look for a loose rock or something, and I'm gonna jam the door open like a doorstop.
Yay!
Open doors, open doors.
Okay, so I guess before we go any further, like Erebus said, we're not here to lose our heads. If things are looking too tough, we get the fuck out.
Don't run into things you don't think you can handle. Don't run at the giant creatures full of pain.
And if shit
Yes,
goes
precisely.
south, don't be afraid to run instead of.
Does someone
staying.
with hands want to touch this door?
Dune, hold on, let me.
There's
Wait,
someone with
Duncan,
hands
could
on
you
it.
tell if this is a magical lock? I don't want to, like, get fucked by touching a door.
Hold on.
No, I'm going to step back a few feet. Oh, you're nice and warm.
I rolled another 5.
The moment someone touches it, it'll probably open,
It's not
Looks fine to
actually
me.
locked. I touched the door.
and it's unlocked. Can everyone roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, I'm wise.
Yes, it's a great idea. I rolled a 20.
You crit!
Oh my god, Gerkin, wise!
You would have heard, the door trying to shut behind you. But the rock holds, Gerkin. The rock holds!
Nice.
Motherfucker.
However,
Rock.
However,
Open
Gerkin,
doors.
as you're standing there and your eyes start to readjust to the now fog-filled room, you notice everyone else is gone.
Oh!
Oh, we're gone.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna cut away to something else real quick.
Ah-ha-ha!
So,
Uh-huh. Hey guys, I'm not sure if that's Aishah.
I don't think that's
What are you
Aishah. Hey, look, there's a
talking
kid.
about?
Hey, kid, look, there's a kid.
Look at the
He's
kid.
a child.
Isn't he cute? Don't look at me.
You all open your eyes and you kind of like, what's going on again? Right. We were planning on what we were going to do next, how you were going to go about going to the volcano.
Did anyone just fade out for a second there? Like, I feel like I just fell asleep for a sec. Larry, did you put something in my drink?
No, I didn't put anything in your drink. I mean, besides the normal. Why? Did you want me to mix it up?
You're just getting old.
Please.
The alcohol, it's putting you to sleep.
As if
You're
you
getting
can
tired
talk.
in your old
Age doesn't
age,
even
Aishah.
matter to your type.
No, not really.
Yes, exactly. Maybe start complaining once you start feeling it.
We have a tired elderly and a timeless beauty. I don't know where I was going with that. I just wanted to compliment Vir and annoy Aishah.
Oh, wait, that was to me?
Yes.
I thought you were making a joke about Aishah still looking pretty in her old age.
I mean, that is true, but you are quite gorgeous yourself.
At least you have good taste.
Oh, so this is flirting.
This isn't flirting, Oleander.
This is not.
No, it's not. It looks so similar.
No, flirting
I
is
thought I
with
got
the
it for a
intent
second.
to be like promiscuous. Like, oh, maybe I have the hots for you, but maybe I don't. Oh, this is just Dune
Yeah,
being
exactly.
nice.
That's why I thought Dune was trying to flirt with Aishah. Going
don't
after
think
me
so.
just feels like a. Oh yes, you age slower because you're a drow.
Or maybe I'm just a hopeless sapphic mess.
And if you're going
already
against
knew
me,
that.
I'm going to request
Bang.
you stop.
Bang.
Bang.
Get shot.
Dune falls
Bang.
over.
Oh.
A bullet wound in her head.
Oh.
Bang. Vir falls over.
Oh.
Oh
bullet
no!
wound in her
Oh,
head.
Oleander!
Oh.
Oleander,
Hi.
you fire again on Aishah.
Oh, I see.
Oh no!
Wish for duty, all my friends are dead.
Oh, I see. Oh.
The world seems to sort of slow down.
Why is Richard rolling?
The time feels almost slowed down. You witness, as, well, you hear it first, and then you look over, and in your hand is your gun.
Is it my gun or is it my gun?
You know exactly which gun it is.
I know what gun it is.
Familiar sort of energy rolling off of it, and you can already feel yourself aiming at your next target.
Can I try and not do that, please?
Sure, make a wisdom saving throw.
I'd like to. Oh, yes.
At disadvantage.
Because it wasn't already terrible. Yeah, that tracks.
Wait, it would've been a crit!
The duality of man.
I think that's accurate.
I do too. Let's see. You know what? You aim your gun, and the child falls
Yeah, I
over
was
next.
gonna say, is the child? That makes sense.
Larry was in the middle of trying to grab the kid, but he was too slow. Lark is slowly turning around, and the drunken man seems to be cowering behind his chair. Gerkin would be, at this point, starting to come out of his room, giving a typical... Yeah, exactly! Yeah! And just, Westley, can you make me an intelligence saving throw?
I can.
Okay, you're only gonna take 6 points of psychic damage,
Okay, that makes sense.
and you're gonna gain 2 points of corruption.
Oh, I see.
As...
Oleander's just
And in that moment, in this nightmare, you hear a familiar voice. And then you fire 4 more times, taking down the last 4 people in this room.
yeah, that makes sense.
This gun has very large clip.
Yes, it does.
No.
Do you think a
That's
nightmare gun cares, Mikey? Do you think
Fair
a
enough.
nightmare gun cares about Shh.
The nightmare gun has no care for your mechanics, only
A
terror.
nightmare gun has bottomless clip. Watch out.
And that's where we'll end off that section.
Yeah, that's fun.
So, you two. I assume at this point you'd see, the door open before you, and you see a few pathways.
Old man, have you seen anything like this before?
No, I don't think so.
Just, take a look out front to see if, maybe, I don't know, the entrance to the door is, covered over in a mist or something now? Are we in a different copy of this place, or is this, still the same spot we were earlier?
Question.
I want to roll investigation to see if, unconscious forms or something are hidden under illusion.
Yeah, both of you
They're
can
just
roll
lying on the floor next
investigation
to
real
us.
quick. Gerkin, you are doing the thing of walking around, trying to feel for bodies, looking around. There's no bodies in this room. Nothing. You kind of kick something every now and again because that mist is a little thick. So it's that's a rock. That's another rock. It's walk back towards the other door and stick your head out. Walk outside and yeah, no, this is the same. There is no duplication stuff here because. You can see, the way you came from, and any other time, it was a sort of duplicate or, weird dungeon thing. There was always a weird wall. There would be something to block, your vision after a while. This doesn't. You can see as far as you normally could see. So,
Okay.
it seems normal.
Coming back in, Gerkin, you would hear her just go, Gerkin, what type of magic does Morin specify in?
Mind me. I think it's, what magic do you specify in, Morris?
Oh gods, what magic do I,
Because I feel like it's a combination of the resurrection type of magic and fire magic.
I mean, it's kind of a mixture of things. I dabble in
I mean, you're also
school-
pretty good at enchanting.
Right, I kind of dabble in a little bit of everything. A jack of
How
all trades,
about-
if you will.
Teleportation.
Oh, well, I mean,
Part of your clone spell is the teleportation of souls into their bodies, but that's
Yes,
also just
but that's
technically part of restoration magic.
I've dabbled in teleportation. What's she wanting to ask? More information, please.
I
Everyone's
think she's trying to
gone,
figure out
Morin.
whether or not they've been teleported, because I can't find them.
Oh, I mean, that would make logical sense.
But why are we still here? Are they trying to split us up?
That's a good
Morin,
question.
I know you have fractured memories and all that, but do you actually remember coming here? Wait, from how far in do you remember getting? Or do you remember opening the door we did and then black?
I remember. Oh, it hurts. Okay, something hurts. I remember coming here, Gerkin. I remember, and there was something. That something started to wear me down. Okay, this is gonna take some time to try to remember because it's really starting to hurt, which is
Probably a good sign that I'm betting they're at the chain.
That's probably a good guess.
As Richard, I should also say something to Tally.
Hello, Tally. I'm here.
Your pack is wet.
Okay. Sure. I'm gonna open up my pack and look for the pieces of ice. Did they melt or something?
Yep. And in their place, there's a few pieces of. Oh, that's not good. There were a few pieces of what looked like ice, corrupted ice-looking things that are just fading away into little particles as you open the bag, just right past your face as you get the bag open all the way.
Gerkin, I think I used up my one freebie. Let's get going before it tries again,
I was like, is she ever going to do anything with that again? Maybe.
Well then, let's go save the others, and possibly Warren.
Quickly.
Yes, I'm very worried about the others.
What do you think, Mikey? Left or right?
I have no idea.
Flip a coin.
I take out my the fucking hoe that Aishah's been like holding over her back. I've got a hoe, all right, and I'm going to
use the hoe to find the hoe.
Sort of. I'm gonna take the hoe and I'm gonna slice at the door frame and try and make a mark.
Okay. For starters, ow, that hurts.
Yep.
But after a moment, you're able to make a mark.
Good enough. One of us ends up back here. It'd be nice to know it's the same place.
Left, right, left, right, left, right.
Why not just have her drop the hoe, you know? Do that thing like they do with making decisions with
the
old
walking
things.
stick, where if you come
exactly.
into a fork in the road, where you just drop it, and whichever one is closest to you go.
Exactly, you get it.
Do you want me to drop the hoe? I can drop the hoe.
She's just gonna unceremoniously drop the hoe at disadvantage.
It goes right!
Alright.
Right we go!
You look around and this feels and looks like a copy of some sort. Like, this feels like whenever you guys were in the tower. Like a memory.
Oh, we're in someone's memories.
Or something like that.
Wait, whose memory are we in?
Considering who I just saw walk around the corner, I'm gonna guess Larg.
Oh, maybe we can wake him up.
Hold on. If we're in someone's memories, Gerkin, what makes you think that it's going to be a pleasant one?
Nothing. Let's go wake him up.
Fucking hell! He's gonna come over here and just kind of around this bush, try and get a look in to see like what time we might be. I see the tiefling woman.
Yes.
So this is kind of recent.
Where's that?
Feels
I knock.
recent. Like, Gerkin, the door unlocks. It opens. Oh, hello there. How can I help you? Is it time to go?
Already,
Yes.
Right.
No, it's time to go, Gerkin. We're going to the volcano. Yes.
Yep.
Aishah comes out of hiding behind this bush.
Oh, alright, one moment. Let me go and put Thelonious to bed.
Just stare at Gerkin. Just like, should we let him do that?
Go ahead. I'll help if you want me to.
No.
Would you like to come in?
Yes.
You may come in, Mr. Gerkin. That's you in. Oh, did you also want to come in, Miss Aishah?
Very well. I would appreciate a moment's rest before we head out.
Okay. I'll let you in.
She's just like kind of looking Lark up and down. Is there any way I can try and sense a magical signature on him that would be indicative that this really is Lark?
Arcana?
Okay.
I feel like?
Yeah, I'll give it my best.
This seems like Lark. The energy he gives off and everything, it feels like this is the real him.
Okay.
So he does feel a little off, as, you know, you would assume in a person that might be
And controlled.
sleepwalking. It feels very similar to sleepwalking.
Okay. Gotcha. He's just like kind of a little in a daze.
Yeah, there's the word I was looking for. He's just like, oh, give me a second. I did just leave him with a book. So he might be a little preoccupied. Thelonious, Gerkin, you come in and Thelonious is face first in a book for sure, but you know, coming from the side, you'd see it looked like his neck was snapped. Thelonious, you can't be stuck in a book like that. Come on, we need to get you to bed. Like, picks up the lifeless
Yep,
body.
definitely a nightmare.
And just like, let's see. We can put him in the same room as the tiefling lady. Excuse me, Mr. Gerkin.
Lark.
Yes.
Just like a lolling neck Thelonious.
Yeah.
Look down at Thelonious.
He's sleepy. He's sleepy. Sleepy. There's nothing
Lark?
wrong with him.
Lark,
Yeah.
you're having a nightmare.
None of this is real. We're in the volcano.
You need to wake up.
This is completely normal. That we haven't even left for the volcano yet.
Look at Thelonious, Lark.
Mind magic. It's a bitch.
That's not how someone sleeps.
Can I try to grab Thelonious and see if my hand just passes right through him? Take him from Lark.
Just looks at the two of you, and back to the lifeless corpse, then back at the two of you, and just didn't mean to do it. We were playing, and then I wanted to. Yes.
And you didn't do
Questions.
it, Lark.
Something not right here. Ugh.
None of this is your fault. You're being manipulated.
Whatever's protecting the volcano is trying to break the spirits of those who enter, I think.
Where are
Show them
the-
their worst nightmares.
Just gonna place a hand on
Break their
Lark.
will to move on.
Thelonious is alive. Don't worry.
Where are the other two? Three.
Probably have to find them next. We found you first.
Yes.
Oh.
I think we should get going before any of them start doing anything. Well, too
Before
bad.
Dune makes another deal with another demon.
This may be a dream, but we still don't know how much can actually happen here. If Dune were to completely fall to corruption, well,
I wouldn't put it past Dune to make another deal with another weird power. Seems like a thing she does when she's panicked.
are you okay, Locke?
I will be okay. I am more worried about the others.
All right.
Now, how do we actually get forward here? Because I doubt it's going to be as simple as walking back out the door.
Well, I suppose Lark would want to have to leave. Yes?
Lark just quickly pushes past. It's just like, yep, let's quickly opening the door. Just do not want to be here.
Friendly fire elemental.
Friendly fire. Friendly fire! Ah! And ironically,
Isn't that
and ironically, what Gerkin said actually was right. Just walking back the way you came
Oh, nice.
actually brought you back.
Do we get a new little guy?
Yay, it's him.
I'm assuming one of the rooms we're going to stumble upon is the Shade, and the other three are the other three.
Okay. By deduction, I suggest we avoid this one for now.
Probably. Do you think it would be smart to split up to try to cover more ground? Eh, what am I saying? That's probably a terrible idea.
Probably. But lives are at risk. It's not inefficient. And we know how this works now.
You're right.
You two can take that path, I could go here, or we could all three venture on forward together.
I think we all venture forward together for now.
Alright.
Wait.
That looks like a bunch of kids.
Looks like a farm.
Oh no, that looks like a bunch of kids and Dune. Oh no.
And a guy?
Wait, who's that? Is that fucking Jesus?
So, alright. So, Dune.
I was also thinking
Sorry.
kind of like Jesus.
Dune, did I say Dune? I'm sorry, that's not right. Maria, you open your eyes and you hear, someone, saying your name behind you. Just, Sister Maria. Sister Maria.
Yes.
Why? Are you alright there? You kind of zoned out for a moment.
My mind was distant for a moment, but I'm back. It's fine.
Well, so you were saying, though, how is everything in your adventuring going? I know you tell the kids all of these different stories, but it is not the best sort of I feel like you might be making them a little too wanting to become adventurers. I would rather they, well, I don't want them to hurt themselves.
There are children now, but they're all going to grow up eventually.
I know, but
You can't keep them here, you know that.
I know this, Sister Maria, but by the will of the Everlight, I will do my best to make sure that they survive and get a good education. I know that not many people will see some of these children as more than just monsters and beasts, but I don't want them to have to think that the only way they can get somebody to look at them like a person is, well, to go out and risk their life all the time.
They need to know that there's more to life than just our wall. And
Right, and I hate it.
ultimately, what they choose to do is their own decision. We can't make that for them. All we can do is tell them what's out there, both good and not good, and leave them to make their own decisions.
You are right. You are right.
By the grace of the Everlight, we will certainly do our best to make sure that their lives are comfortable till then.
You keep an eye on them. I'm going to go and prepare the meal for tonight.
Of course, of course.
And no, please keep the roughhousing to a minimum.
I'll try.
You look out before you again. All the children seem to be running around, playing. Well, most of them are running around and playing. There are some that are one off by himself, kind of messing with the flowers a little bit. Like he's enjoying a little bit of gardening, trying to figure out how plants work. You hear you feel like something said your name behind you, but it feels garbled and no, it probably was nothing. It was probably just something in the back of your head again.
Dear, I do seem to be losing my mind as of late. Theodore?
The kid looks up.
Sitting by yourself again?
Trying to figure out plant. Trying to see if make good flower.
I see. Dune is going to reach into her pocket and can I just pull out like a sunflower seed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Most plants start from seeds, and what you do is you dig a little hole and you put the seed in and cover it up. Then if you have a little bit of water, she takes out her water skin and dribbles a little water of it. You make sure it has water and take care of it daily. And before you know it, a beautiful sunflower will be springing from this little seed.
He nods as if hanging on your every word.
I can see you being a great farmer someday, Theodore.
He has like a sort of smile on his face, like that sounds like a goal. He wants that.
Aw. Now, I know you're relatively new here, Theodore. Are you getting along with the others all right?
They're quite nice. I just like the flowers though. I don't want to get in their way when they're playing games.
I'm sure they'd be more than happy if you joined them. Come on. It looks like Eivor and Sarah over there could use another play mate. Come on. Dune will hold out her hand for Theodore's.
He'll reach out and then, can I get you to make me a quick wisdom save?
Oh, wisdom save. Oh, wisdom save.
Time goes a little bit, faster for a moment. Also, can you just take me a quick 5 points of psychic damage? But that's completely normal. Yeah, it's just a small headache.
Me too, Dune. Me too.
You're all sitting there eating food, after it's been a long day. Thinking as you're watching these kids. You hear that sort of like in the back of your head again. It seems like it's like a loud scream, like someone's screaming at you, but you just don't know why. And then it starts to kind of get a little warmer.
Jonathan!
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's kind of funny, isn't it?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
maybe we will be rolling for initiative.
I have fire element.
That's
Uh-oh.
unfortunate.
Jonathan, get the children together. Get them to safety. Maria will grab her mace off the wall. I'll go deal with whatever's doing this.
Right.
Come on, open, damn it all. I'm gonna come over here and grab like a pot off this table. Create water inside of it and throw the pot and water at the flames. Come on, quickly, children, quickly.
As quickly as they can.
I remember when I said I wasn't quite sure what these nightmares could do to people.
You know, if I had to make a guess,
She's gonna look at Gerkin and just be like, Dune.
dude,
Oh
you did
no.
mention she lost her orphanage in a fire. She's watching all her kids burn again, isn't she?
Oh no.
Let's get to it quickly, shall we?
I think you should stay out here. Looking at my fire elemental.
It nods, but then kind of like looks around, trying to figure out where it could even hide, because it's, you know, fire elemental. And it has a brilliant idea to just try to quickly go hide in the fire.
Oh, yeah, smart. That'll work. Actually,
It'll probably
probably
work.
will, but like, whatever.
You know, I'm not relishing walking through any actual fire, because I'm not sure whether or not it'll actually
Neither
burn
am
us.
I. Let's find
I
out.
think-
She's gonna get a little
'Cause
close
at
to the
this
fire.
moment, I think Dune thinks it's real, and that might be all that matters.
Aisha's gonna get close to the fire, you said.
Yeah, I'm just testing it for heat.
You just don't feel the fire, so you get closer and closer. It's just like, this is like that one time in the tower where the flame wasn't hot. This must all just be in Dune's head, possibly.
We don't have to worry about burning. Right.
Well, unless you want to go hug the fire elemental.
Not
Alright.
particularly.
Come on, open, damn you!
Dune!
John, this door's blocked. Try to get him through one of the other windows.
Right.
Oh boy, everything's on fire in here.
Buildings do that.
Mm.
No sign
Do
of
I
her.
recognize their voices?
No, but there are people screaming out there. So weird.
There's people here.
Maybe they can help us. Go and try to get to them. I'll try to see if I can't get the kids out.
Try to be on the wall. Help us! By the gods, help us! A very important question, Richard. What do I see when I see them? Do I even recognize them?
Question, why don't you make another wisdom saving throw?
What I do next depends solely on that.
To you, they
No.
kind of look like weird, shadowed figures. Like, you can't make out more than just the shape of humanoids of some kind.
You are looking at us through a giant pile of fire.
I'm
Yeah.
very curious if I can see through to the other side either.
You can see perfectly to the other side, Aisha. That's Dune on the other side, panicked and...
Yeah, but this doorway's totally
Dune.
kaput.
What have you done?
You are in a nightmare, Dune. This is not real.
What do I really hear?
burn in dream, something like that. It's hard to hear over all the crackling of the flames
And the collapsing of the building.
and the collapsing of the building.
Damn you! And I will launch a guiding bolt at Aisha's head.
Yeah, good luck hitting me, mate. I'm gonna fucking... I'm gonna deflect it into the wall.
You catch it midair and just into the wall,
Okay.
which impacts and seems to just do nothing to it, luckily.
She's then going to step of the wind, and I'm going to run through the fire to here. And I'm just gonna go, Dune, you need to calm down. This is a nightmare. This is not real.
Please wake up, Miss Dune.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
Nothing here is your fault. None of this is real. Do you not know me? Of course you wouldn't know me. This is in the past.
Well, before she met us, ever.
Gerkin, you're more friendly. Come through here.
Debatable. But
Why have you
okay.
done this?
We
Stop
didn't do
blaming
anything.
everything on us. You are in a psychosis. This is not real.
It's gonna just stand in the fire as if that helps to prove her point.
Gerkin just calmly walked up to you through the fire.
I assume I hear it collapse behind me.
Oh yeah, you do. But at the same time, could you make me a wisdom save at advantage? You would all kind of blink, and in a moment, you're all outside, and
She'll just fall to her knees, looking at the fire. I tried to save them. I couldn't. Failed them. They're all gone.
An action thrust upon you by a hand of violence is not your own fault, but that of the hands. You did no more to fail those children than anybody else did in that situation.
It's a nightmare, dude. Designed to make you give up.
To make you
Designed to
relive.
break the wills of all who dare try to break the chain and enter the volcano.
Well, now it's
Yours
personal.
just happened to be real.
Now it's personal.
The others are still trapped in their own nightmares of their own machinations. Do you remember who we are? Is it coming back to you?
Yes, Gerkin, Lark, Aishah.
Right. Let's get to them then.
Honestly, I'm just glad we have to see you making a deal with another creature.
I'm personally glad that these places don't seem to harm us. It's as if they're single-tracked.
It's quite possible we...
You and I are immune to it for some reason.
Yes. I imagine mine might be my ring of mind shielding. Either it detects I'm already technically in it due to, well, Morin, or I'm undetectable by it. I have no idea why weren't affected.
Neither do I.
Anyway, let's go save the other two.
Lark nods.
Dune looks back and stares at the flames for a good while.
Anyway, I think we're gonna have to not go towards the middle, because I'm betting that's where Morin is, and I'd rather get the rest of the party together before venturing forth.
Okay. Well, I wasn't able to confirm whether or not you could actually shoot me in here, Dune, but I assume that if it's from the nightmare, it would not do damage. So that spell you cast upon me was but another illusion. Considering how
Put it past it to
physical
be real.
Vir'Thyra and Oleander are, it's very likely we won't be as safe entering their nightmares.
Put it past it to be just... It also be an illusion to force us to fight each other to the death. Anyway, onward we go.
So peppy about it. Shall we do this one?
I'm
then?
always peppy. That's the secret.
Little Thelonious, came to you, Vir'Thyra, and was dragging you with because he wanted to show you something he learned, He's been reading a lot of books recently, and he wants to show off, some stuff that he's, found out.
Mm-hmm.
And he's so proud with himself.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Via, I do this thing, and come, Aishah, it's really cool.
Alright, I'm coming.
He has, a big smile on his face. The little, tail that's hidden underneath the clothing, kind of you can see it moving underneath, so the clothes kind of wave a little. He's just quickly, scampering. He's like, I read a book, and I had Mr. Lack help.
Alright.
The door and quickly goes inside. And as you enter, you see him over two corpses. The corpse of Lark and Oleander. It looks as if he took parts from Lark and had stabbed them into Oleander, and when the child looks back, he smiles at you. That's not a normal smile, is it, Vir? No, that's a very familiar smile, with these sort of mandible-like protrusions that a spider would have in their mouth. And then the child blinks, and then blinks, as some of the skin from his face starts to fall away, revealing a few extra eyes that he should not have. And that he is in the starting process of, well, you already know.
What books did you read, Thelonious?
I read the books on the nice lady. She, in books that say how get stronger and if I get stronger, I can help get everyone out. The nice
What
Spider lady, help!
lady Thelonious?
He kind of like tilts his head like a confused child and just, it's saying book that you should know. Lalith, I do good.
You did good, Thelonious. It's alright. Now, why don't we get you cleaned up? Okay?
He'll nod and have a big smile on his face as he kind of scampers towards you.
I will meet you in the kitchen, alright? Go wash your hands.
He nods.
I'm gonna close the door.
Hmm?
Does this door have a lock?
Yeah.
I'm gonna lock the door. And I'm just gonna... Lark doesn't have blood, but Oleander has blood. I'm going to check if it's too far, or if there's any sort of heartbeat.
Check the neck, the wrist. Hell, you even try to put hands on his chest to see if you can't feel anything. Put your ear to his chest if you can't even hear anything. He's been gone for a while. It feels like hours.
We're back here again, but it's not Lark's.
Lark, you didn't happen to come in here twice, did you?
He shakes his head.
Here's
Whose
gonna
is this?
stand, and I'm gonna draw my short sword.
Yeah, we can go check.
You would hear like scampering as Thelonious was coming back. Yeah. I cleaned my hands up.
Good job, Thelonious.
If I heard correctly, you said you unsheathed your sword, yeah?
Yes, I did pull out my short sword.
He kind of like tilts his head, confused. Oh no, it's time back. People, something happened?
It was just in the way while I was finishing up.
Hello?
Do I
Anyone
recognize?
here?
Do I hear the voices?
Yeah, you hear the voices and you recognize them.
Shall we go see what the others?
Hey! Thelonious turns his back and...
Oh, hi, Beer.
Do I notice Thelonious with 8 eyes?
8 eyes and weird, kinda the little spider mouth mandible thing.
Ah,
Hey, Gerkin.
this must be yours. It's Beer's. Hi, Beer.
Yes. Alright.
Hello. Seems Thelonious has gotten into some reading material.
Yeah, some nightmarish ones, huh?
He stops and then thinks for a moment and looks up to you, Vir, with a smile again. If you then can get stronger.
Thelonious,
Uh-huh.
I can't let you do that.
You're gonna do it. Okay.
I'm not going to do that.
But why? Get strong. Get out. Fight your help.
There, don't waste your steel.
Aishah's gonna
not real.
reactionarily just grab Dune on the shoulder. Just hold her. Just hold her back.
I think she might actually step out of this on her own.
Vir is just breathing shakily. You've never seen Vir quite this angry. Vir's never really been angry. Like, determined, yes. Angry, no. She is angry. Aishah, Gerkin, Dune. I'm unsure of what to do here.
Do you want an easy out? Or do you want to solve it yourself?
Thelonious just looks to be confused.
It's my fault, isn't it?
Oh, heavens, no.
None the slightest.
I did to make happy. Aren't you happy, Vir?
No. I'm not.
Dear, what's the last thing you remember doing?
Oleander was getting Lark while we were talking about the volcano.
Alright.
That was a few hours
Betting
ago.
that there's a dead Oleander lark in that room behind you.
Mutilated.
Lark, you want to come in here?
Yes, Lark.
Lark, yes,
Would you
good
like
idea.
to provide for us?
Sure, how am I providing? That is a weird shadow of a person
That's
here.
not luck.
Nightmares are a bitch.
Probably can't recognize them just like I couldn't recognize you, Aishah.
Vir, this is not
Don't you
real.
dare at him, please.
Trick. I don't know what trick you're trying to play on me.
We are not trying to trick you.
Clearly something is if Thelonious here has somehow managed to fall under the fucking Spider Queen.
Thelonious.
He did it. It's a nightmare.
It's an
It's your
illusion.
nightmare. You're trapped in a nightmare. We're trying to drag you out of a nightmare.
Vir, think logically. Do you really think Thelonious could overpower Oleander? Let alone Lark?
I mean, he used Locke to kill Oleander.
The nightmare's
Does that
going
make
to
any
have a
sense to
logic for it, no matter what we say, Dune.
Fair.
Oh, I know you're not just helping him.
Be helping him. The Spider Queen's a bitch.
Very fair.
Well, that is an easy solution.
Make me another quick charisma save.
Ow. I'm not the only one that got stuck by that, right?
Oh no,
She,
had
Aisha's
to
gonna
drag
put a
you
hand on
to
Lark's
get-
back and a hand on Dune's back and push them forward slightly. Here, have 2 trauma buddies. And then start walking out the door.
Aishah.
We gotta get
Yes?
Ollie next.
Oh no, Oleander.
Yes, I'm on a...
Don't-
I apologize, Vir'Thyra. I care about you quite a bit, but Oleander worries me exponentially more.
Listen, I just saw
have
his
no
dead
idea
body on the
what I
floor. I would
see.
really like to confirm he's not dead.
Not
I
yet.
have no idea what I would have seen if I had got caught by this. I think I'm immune thanks to my ring.
And
as
I
far
guess
as I'm
I'm
aware,
too self-confident. I don't fucking know.
Or maybe I just don't have enough trauma?
so
No, that doesn't make
You're
sense.
too
Lark isn't
old
here.
to not have trauma.
so Vir, that's what you're afraid of, huh? Losing friends to the spider bitch?
Come on, Lark,
wouldn't
don't
say
die to
afraid of
Thelonious
it.
again.
That'd be very reasonable.
I'm not afraid. I've seen it happen.
That doesn't mean it's any less unpleasant. They showed me my fucking orphanage burning.
The only way it could have been worse is if it wasn't a child that I had barely known. If it was one of you, I think it would have been worse.
Don't give them any ideas.
What if I implanted extra eyes in my face?
Gerkin,
You
no.
do that, I carved them out myself.
God, I love this party!
Alright.